everyone, hope you're keeping well. Today I am doing the team talk, which is about sharing your faith. So when we're excited about something, we want to tell everyone we know about it, like if it's a new song or a TV programme or a new game that we found, we can't help but tell everyone we know about it because we're that excited about it. When Jesus walked the earth, he visited lots of different places and spoke to ordinary people, sharing his story because he was really passionate about his relationship with God, his Father, his future mission, and God's ultimate plan for humanity. And as I said, he went to ordinary places, speaking to ordinary people, sharing his message. And God invites us to do exactly the same thing. Because when we have God's love within us, we're changed from the inside out. And what happens is we get passionate about that thing and we share it. And so if we're passionate about God's love, we can't help but share it. And it's something that we want to do, not have to do. And that's the difference, really. So where do we start? Well, the first thing I thought about was, where's the places I go? Who are the people I talk to? So like for you, it could be school or meetups with friends. And it made me think of a situation in my past where I started a new job and it was a bit like, oh, do I tell people I'm a Christian? So have you ever been asked what you've done over the weekend? And do you get that like ultimate dread of like, how much do I say, and sort of skip around what you do on the Sunday because you don't really want to mention that you go to church? Well, that's happened to me. I know I've done that. But do you know what? One day I just thought to myself, do you know, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm just going to be honest and I'm just going to say. So I said, I went to church on Sunday and blah, blah, blah. So two things have usually happened when I've, said that. Sometimes people have been like, oh yeah, me too, I go to church as well. And we have a nice discussion then about our faith. Other times people just simply ignore it. But both of those scenarios, I always just feel so much more relieved and happier that it's no longer a secret. I've shared my faith and people can choose what they want to do with that. And, at least ultimately people know that there's some topics that I just won't engage in because they now know I'm a Christian. So when I stay quiet about when certain things are mentioned, they now understand that. And they don't sort of try and get me to engage and get me to say and try and prompt me to talk about stuff I just don't want to talk about. But also, some people have come to me when they know that I won't judge them because they know I'm a Christian. Some have even asked me to pray for them, even if they themselves don't believe in God. Sometimes it's just that comfort. So next time you're perhaps in a situation, just casually mention that you go to church. Take that leap of faith. You don't have to make a big thing of it. It's not necessarily a huge thing for other people, but just be honest. Ask others what they believe in. Get that topic going because sometimes it's a good opportunity to share your faith and beliefs that way then. But when people explain to you, what they believe in, actually listen and be interested because it shows then that you don't judge. When people show an interest back, you may be more willing to open up and share your testimony about what God has done in your life. Because when you do that, ordinary people respond so, ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people can sometimes respond to your own testimony because it's so impactful. People can't help but respond to you when you share your story. And if conversations progress beyond that, then perhaps invite them to join our team talks or come to church on Sundays, when things start back again. Because sometimes ordinary people have such a weird idea about what church actually is. And when they come into church on a Sunday and see how normal it is and how fun it is and how engaging it is and how impactful it is, their minds are completely changed to it and it breaks down those preconceptions. So ultimately, in a nutshell, to share your faith, you need to share your faith. Don't be afraid. Take that leap, and the more you do it, the easier it gets, and you'll be surprised by the responses. I hope you're okay. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.